Sugar and spice sure does sound nice, but this is a tale about how monsters are made. In a cyber shell cell, monster draft this out well. But on Snake's Garden Monster, make sure the monsters get not paid. And shadows cast out on all monster puts out. On a dreary, secret, shitless monster climbs the ladder to the top. Monster know he desire to extinguish him like a fire, but only God knows the monster's burning won't stop. Monster knows man's highest duty is to seek in each and all beauty, but they made it hard for a monster when they show him ugly faces. Monster lacks in the greed it take to have so much more than he needs. So monster be friendless in the lowest of places. Not on top of the charts and not on any team roster. Still got one claim to fame, one of God's favorite monsters. Not on top of the charts, not on the team roster. Still got one claim to fame. I tell him that's God's favorite monsters. Monsters, 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 monsters. In the racial discord and on New World message board, deployed were the guards against monster, Operation Well-Read Seed. Monster with no degree from a college, but monster still obtain knowledge. The American dream should not be cut off from he. Reverend King had a dream too. He spoke to more than a few, and across this we can all follow. Because he hoped to achieve and made others believe they could receive what promise this nation made right at the very start. Not on top of the chart, not on the roster, still with one claim to fame, one of God's favorite monsters. Monster be teacher if you think you're above. Monster teach lesson called Lizard Jump and Eat Dove. Monster believes not in the evolution ladder. Monster have Bob Marley axe. Monster love taking wax. Big tree fear monster like he's a revolution. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, they draft a monster kill Phil, defining a monster as one who expresses free will. When see now Jack takes a spill, it causes such thrill that during the distraction they switch the red and blue pill. What comes rolling after wasn't Jill but more laughter, and the sad shade of stain, highest position held. I see sleepy sheep Jack is controlled by the wolf pack, so that the wolves keep crying monster, because they need someone else to blame. Not on top of the charts, not on the monsters. Still got one claim to fame, one of God's favorite monsters. Sugar and spice sure begins this tale nice, but only monsters can tell how monsters are made. In a cyber shell cell, monster draft this out well, but snakes guard the monsters, see monster got paid. And us shadows cast out on all that monster puts out. In a tower's secret shitless, monster climbs clear to the top. Monster know they desire to extinguish him like a fire, but only God knows when it's burning they stop. Monster knows highest duty is bear witness to God's creation of beauty, but man make it hard when they show monster ugly faces. Monster lacks in such greed it would take to have so much more than they need. So monster would just be friendless in the lowest of places. Not on top of the charts and not on the rosters. One claim, fame, one of God's favorite monsters. In the racial discord, New World message board, deployed were guards against monster, Operation Well-Read Seed. With no degree from a college, monsters still obtain knowledge, and the American dream should not be cut off from he. Martin Luther King had a dream too. He spoke to more than a few, and I think we can all fall through this part. Because it is hope to receive, and he caused others to believe they could receive it so well what this nation promised right at the very start. Monster be teacher to anything he above. Monster teach lesson called lizard company dove. Monster believe not in the ladder of evolution. Monster have Bob Marley axe, and monster love taking wax. Big tree fear monster be revolution. Meanwhile, on Capitol Hill, they draft a monster kill bill. Defining a monster is one expresses free will. When senile Jack takes a spill, it causes such a thrill that during the distraction, it switched the red and blue pill. And what comes rolling after wasn't Jill on her highest position of power, so sad state of shame. I see Sleepy Sheep Jack is controlled by his own wolf pack. So let's the wolves keep crowning monster, because they need someone else to put that blame. Not on top of the chart, no, not on the roster, still claiming the fame as one of God's favorite monsters. Not on the charts, I ain't on the rosters. You might find my name listed as one of God's favorite monsters. Sugar and spice, sure sounds nice, but the monsters. Sugar and spice. Sure might sound nice, but I'm a monster come to tell monster's tale. And this cyber shall sell. Monster draft this out well. But I'm Snake's Garden monster, make sure monsters are paid. And the shadows cast down on all the monster hoods out. On a tower, secret shitless monster climbs to the top. Monster know they desire to extinguish him like a fire, but only God knows. Burning will stop. Monster knows highest duty is to bear witness to all God's creation of beauty, but man shows monster they can make real ugly faces. Monster lacks in such greed it would take to have so much more than it need. So monster be friendless in man's lowest places. Not on top of the charts, not on the roster, king of the thing, one of God's favorite monsters. No, not on top of the charts, and no, not on the roster. Still, one claim to fame as one of God's favorite monsters. Monsters are the monsters, the monsters, hunters to monsters and monsters driving the monsters. And the driving the monsters in the cans of the fosters, and the beer's got imposters on the day of the disasters. Out on this, they weep with the sheep, and they call him a creep, as they drive by in a jeep. But none hears a peep when they are asleep, and monster keeps working. Monster work, monster working, monster work, monster work, monster. Hard working monster. Just a hard working monster. Monster.